I've been using the CMF Phone 1 for more than 40 days right now. And I have to say, this is one of the very few smartphones that I've seen get so many software updates which are not gimmicks but genuinely improve the overall performance of the smartphone. And in my opinion, this probably might be one of the best all-round smartphones that you can buy under 15,000 rupees. And in this video, let me tell you why. So without wasting any precious time, let's begin. Now I'll be making this long-term review very simple. I'll be splitting it into two. The pros and the okayish segment. I mean, there's nothing really bad about this smartphone, so I'm making it the okayish segment. And let's start with the pros. The number one thing I loved about the smartphone is its performance. Everyday use was very smooth. The UI didn't have any sort of jitter, lag. As you know, the Nothing OS is basically a very light skin with some very good features, and that has also helped with the overall fluidity of this smartphone. And in this 40 days of use, I never once felt irritated by, any lag or anything. And that is a huge positive. And with me, I have the base model here, Dimensity 7300, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage. So even the base model, I faced no issues whatsoever. And for those asking about gaming, I did make a dedicated video for that. So it'll be linked somewhere here. Make sure you check that out. But to summarize it, let me tell you, you can actually game on this and it doesn't heat. There's no sort of thermal throttle, anything like that. But in order to get a smooth 60 FPS gameplay, you have to crank down the settings a little. Not in all games though, but in very demanding titles like, BGMI, Call of Duty, you might have to, pull down the graphic settings a little. And with that, you will definitely get a really good gaming experience. And also in terms of RAM management, this smartphone can definitely handle multiple apps well. But I wouldn't recommend opening up like 100 apps and expecting this to perform at its peak performance, but it's not going to happen. But in a realistic scenario, this can handle apps you throw at it and keep it in background without any issue for quite a decent time. And the 7300 definitely outperformed my expectations. Now for a 15,000 rupee phone, of course, this is not going to shatter any records, but considering this is a 15,000 rupee smartphone, the performance has been smooth, solid, and especially no overheating. The phone was always cool to the touch. Even with heavy gaming, it was only slightly warm. So overall, when it comes to performance, I am very happy. And all this performance gains is not only because of the processor or 6 gigs of RAM, it's also because of the amazing Nothing OS that is on the smartphone. And as I mentioned before, Nothing OS itself is a light skin with many useful features and very good RAM management and a lot of cool stuff. So that combined with this hardware, you are definitely going to get a very smooth experience. And this is one of the very few smartphones, especially in this price range, that doesn't have any ads or no useless apps installed. So if you want a clean, smooth experience, then this is one of the ways to go with. Next up, one thing I really loved about this smartphone is its beautiful display. And let me tell you one thing, viewing content on this smartphone is definitely good. I mean, a few years back, you wouldn't have expected AMOLED displays on such a budget smartphone, but now you are able to get that. And this here is a pretty good panel. The viewing angles are great, the colors are represented very well, the images are sharp. So if you're someone who consumes a lot of media, you watch a lot of YouTube, you watch series and stuff like that on your smartphone, then you are definitely going to appreciate this display. And the next thing that surprised me a lot was the battery life. The 5000 mAh battery here is definitely an amazing performer because I've had amazing standby times and amazing screen on times too. And if you are a power user, this smartphone will definitely deliver what it's promised, that is an amazing battery life. Now charging speeds are decent, 33 watts, nothing crazy here. It's decent, it gets the job done, might take a longer time, but yeah, I mean, this is a budget phone, so we really can't expect more. But overall, battery life here is amazing. Next up is the rear cameras. I really like this, but that was not the case when I first unboxed this and tested it out. I definitely didn't like the rear camera that much, but after a lot of updates, this here is an amazing camera for the price. For 15,000 rupees, this smartphone definitely delivers, that is with the rear camera. Now in terms of the picture quality, the images are sharp, detailed, and there's actually pretty good dynamic range, which I definitely didn't expect, and the colors are actually on point. So it's nearly like what you see. There's no oversaturation or overprocessing of anything like that, and that is something that I really admire about any smartphone camera. Now when it comes to portrait mode, the edge detection is kind of good. I won't say it's the best, but it definitely gets the job done and it is good. Maybe one or two times it can be a miss, especially if it's a moving subject, but most of the times it turns out decent. And HDR images are definitely good here. Now you only have a single main shooter here, so other thing is like a depth sensor. So the main shooter acts as your zoom camera, so basically it's just cropping in into the main 50 megapixel sensor. So that is what you get as a zoomed in image. Now since this is a 50 megapixel sensor, the output quality is definitely good. So for quick zoom in shots, this will definitely help you a lot, especially with good lighting. This is going to perform well. Now I did test this smartphone in extreme dark scenarios, and I have to say it performed well. Of course there is noise and stuff like that, but from where it started to where it is right now, there is a huge jump in terms of the overall picture quality in darker situations. Now even when it comes to videos, shooting on this smartphone has been good. Now there is 4K 30 FPS on this smartphone, which is great, and especially the EIS, electronic image stabilization, has been very good. And even when you're switching between overexposed situations and normally lit situations, this phone can handle that decently well. It's not like very abrupt change in your dynamic range or the light situation. So overall video quality is definitely good here. And if you're someone who loves taking photos with your rear cameras a lot, then this will definitely perform well for that. And finally, another thing I love about this smartphone is its software support. And I definitely have to appreciate the Nothing team, because they have been pumping out so many software updates which have fixed a lot of issues on the smartphone, especially with the cameras. And I have to say the experience has only been getting better from day one. And I really don't see a whole lot of companies doing that, especially with a 15,000 rupee smartphone. I don't think many companies bother to do that, but the Nothing team definitely is doing that, and this is what I call as amazing customer experience. And with all the amazing pros out of the way, let's talk about the okayish bits about this smartphone. And let's start with the build. Now the phone is decently sized, 6.67 inch, and most phones these days are huge, humongous, and it's fine. And this is a pretty light phone too, so I don't have complaints about that either. The biggest complaint that I have is the back. It's slippery. It's not that comfortable to hold because it slips down a lot. Now of course this might not be an issue with the vegan leather option, but with the plastic option, this here is a very huge issue. Now if you put a case on the smartphone, of course it's not going to affect anything, but if you're someone who likes to rock your phone as it is, then you might have a problem, because at times there might be moments where this falls because of the lack of grip here, and that is definitely a huge gripe. Now the next okayish part of this smartphone is definitely the front camera. Now the pictures are definitely inconsistent. Now some photos are good, they are decent, you can post it online, people are not going to find any issues with that. But some photos, maybe even in the same scenario, they might not turn out well. They might be underexposed, overexposed, and this smartphone definitely can't handle background light that well. And another thing that I noticed was that the selfies aren't that sharp. Yes, they are more on the softer side, and I really am not a huge fan of that. And even the front facing videos are not that flattering. They could have been a little more sharp and things like that, but yeah. And again, with the videos, the dynamic range is also not that great. So when it comes to the front camera, this here is kind of an okayish camera. I mean, it definitely gets the job done, but it's not that great. So the next thing that I'm not a huge fan about on this smartphone is definitely its fingerprint sensor. It's a very okay, or say average fingerprint sensors, and it is definitely not capable of identifying your finger that efficiently. And to be very honest with you, I've actually used the number unlock more than actually using the fingerprint sensor. So that's how inconvenient this is. I know it can be improved via software updates, but as of right now, with the latest software update, it still isn't that great. I mean, it's better than before, but still not that great. And with that said, let's move on to the next one, which is the speaker. Now this here is definitely loud. The speakers are loud, but this here is a mono speaker. So when you're playing games or watching videos or something like that, you can easily cover up the speaker, which gives out a very muffled audio. And especially if you're watching some videos or series, you definitely don't want that experience. So yeah, the speakers on this are average. They are loud, but they're not that great. And finally, this here is actually a gripe rather than calling it an okayish thing, and that is its accessories. Now, if you want to change the back cover, it costs 1500 rupees, and to be very honest, that is pretty expensive. That is 10% of this overall smartphone's cost, which is not fair. I mean, somewhere around 900 or 1000 bucks, that could have been okay. I would have recommended, but 1500 rupees is definitely expensive. Now, I know this here is a startup company and all that stuff. They have to, gain their profits and all that kind of stuff. But still, it is expensive. So if you're someone who also thinks the price of the accessories are very high, definitely put that in the comments below. And with that said, this here is my long-term review of the CMF Phone 1. And let me tell you one thing. If you have a budget of 15,000 rupees, this here is one of the best smartphones that you can buy in this price range. Because this here is the perfect all-rounder. You get smooth, lag-free performance, a very clean OS, no ads or no pre-installed apps. You get great battery life, a really good display, and an overall good camera system that just gets the work done. And if you don't mind okayish or average selfies, or you don't even care about selfies, then this camera system will definitely work for you. Now, there are a lot of competition in this price range, like the Poco X6 Neo, the Moto G85, and you could even include the Poco X6, which is like 2000-3000 rupees extra, but still that can also be considered. Now, when you consider all these smartphones, this here has an amazing package of everything good. And especially if you want a smartphone without any ads or without any pre-installed apps and nonsense like that, then this here is definitely one you should consider. Now, you could ask, there is the Moto G85. Yes, it is there, but there are certain things that this does better than the Moto G85, including the performance and including having a rear camera that can take 4K at 30 FPS. So overall, the CMF Phone 1 is an amazing smartphone for 15,000 rupees from the team over at Nothing. Let me know if you will buy this smartphone. So thanks for watching, and this here is Suman signing off once again. Catch you later.